Robert Kiyosaki outlines his plans for financial survival during these turbulent times. Kiyosaki explains why gold and silver are his favorite investment choices over other assets, including Bitcoin. He also details his escape plan when the incoming chaos hits. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies have had a roller coaster of a ride the past few weeks. But Robert Kiyosaki says this is a perfect opportunity for all those winos who have said they missed an opportunity in the past. He says you buy low, sell high, but all these idiots buy high and then whine. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's any investment in the world. You just wait for the crash and that's how you get rich. There was a third federal bank. It started in 1913. You know what else started in 1913? The IRS. So you put together and two together, at what do you spell? You are being screwed. Robert says that the US dollar is a piece of paper and millions of people are working for this. They are chasing Bitcoin, which is not a bad idea, but gold is God's money. It's been here since the planet Earth. So when every time people say is the gold sort of a Bitcoin, it's just not this. A house which has really been a good market because the Fed cannot move. They can move it into your hotel, but they can't move them into your apartment houses. So the apartment house business has been fabulous. Interest rates are so low, but the problem is there are so many bettors. So one does so many bettors on one piece of property because there's so much cash, you have to be smarter. And so it isn't a good way. It forces us to become less complacent and smarter. Clearer on how we plan to make money and the ups and downs of a turbulent market. All of us, whether your real estate goals for a Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it is, the question is when does it go to the Fed coin? Where does a dollar become Bitcoin? It's called the transmission mechanism. The way the money gets into the economy is they need people like entrepreneurs, basically who can borrow large sums of money. So 160 million, we signed a paper to it that meant 160 million was created out of thin air. So we entrepreneurs. So Robert says that we entrepreneurs go in there, we create 160 million, but the banks give it to US guys like Goldman Sachs or Wells Fargo or Bank of America. That money is just created out of thin air and it's pumped into the economy. The problem is that the current transmission system, all the rewards real entrepreneurs who can handle large sums of debt. You see, without the CEOs who borrowed money to buy back their stock, money doesn't exist. So the people who are whining and complaining, mostly school teachers, they are saying, well, how come the rich are getting richer? Well, they don't understand the transmission mechanism of money. So we have to borrow money for it to come into existence. And most school teachers can't even afford a credit card. So if all you have is a credit card, they don't need you. And then they are gonna charge you an exorbitant rate. So that stupid credit card, or they are punishing kids with student loan debt or payday loans to the transmission mechanism is the current banking system. If it goes to the Fed client or a year-old coin or UN coin or young coin, the banks are gone. It's the same thing as when truck drivers are replaced by art. Driverless trucks, that's 35 million jobs. You went to Wharton, you may have MBA in finance, you are working for Goldman Sachs and suddenly you can't even drive a truck. Say about the relationship then between central banks and commercial banks. The world is called the transmission sex system. For most people to get access to money, it's a credit card and it all is and morning. According to Robert, real financial education means you have to know how to use debt to take down large chunks of money. That's how money is created. Money is created when we borrow. That's what happened in 71 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. So again, the word is the transmission mechanism, and the big banks like Wall Street and all that, they got rich because of the transmission system. So we are going to say, screw you big banks, nobody cares. But if the Fed says Fed coin, every banker better be looking for a truck driver job. They said they are going to be examining the summer in depth. Even though in the past, Powell said they were in no rush to launch a digital currency. If this is the road we are headed towards, they will be able to know everywhere we are shopping, everywhere we are going, what kind of world will we be living in. If all central banks will be releasing their own digital currencies. There was a book about it. It was called 1984. It's the Big Brother is watching. That's where it's going. But the thing that if they go to the central banking system, this becomes more valuable. But so does Bitcoin. So Robert adds up that you Bitcoiners are just peeing in the ocean. The financial market is so big. Look at the bond market. Look at the derivatives market. And these guys are waking about a little bit clan. So the point here is this, though if it goes to, let's say they said the transmission system is taken out, but this and Bitcoin become more valuable because it's outside the system. If in the future we have a digital currency, then you would be able to track the gold, silver and Bitcoin you are buying. As per Robert, gold is God's money, silver is God's money, and this is getting scarcer and scarcer because it's used in technology. The real problem is the Fed, the Treasury, Biden and Wall Street because they all work together. The question is when to step back and look at it. If we don't have inflation, we have depression. They have got to do everything possible to pump as much money in to keep this fake balloon floating. So they are pumping as much hot air into this balloon as possible. So if there are going to be inflation, if there is not, that's what records have been calling for the biggest depression in history. We are not just messing with money, we are messing with world history right now. The Roman Empire came down when they started putting copper into their coins. That's called Greshman's Law. Robert concludes that good money went into hiding when bad money entered the system. So this is unprecedented. How much fake money they are pushing into the system is totally unprecedented. So guys, I would like to know your strategy for financial survival during these turbulent times. And also, do you agree with Robert's strategy or you want to edit some points in here? And if you want more such beautiful videos, then please make sure to like this video, share it with your financial friends and also subscribe to this beautiful channel for more such amazing videos. I'll catch you in my next video. Till then, have fun.